Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11.
Here we go. Louis! Go, D! Let's go! Kill. 57. Hey, turn it up.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Well, he's going to take a shot into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll pitch it back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. These two teams, the Eagles and the Pats, did not meet in the regular season last year, so their last official bout was in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Everybody remembers that one with the Eagles staking claim to their first ever title. And the Philly special went down in football history with Nick Foles catching the pass from Trey Burton in the end zone. What a game that was. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Michel. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. 54.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, get that shot.
They're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback and on. No, take your throw.
Throwing, Hundley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now Hundley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Well, Sanders has got it complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Going for it with Sanders. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Sweetie! It's a party now. Lefty. Check 99. Check 99.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
3 down. Kill. 40. Kill. Hey, 57. Hey, Delta. Done.
From the 36, Wentz, and complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now Wentz, eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It's John Simon with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Ward. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, Michelle. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Jackson to return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really like.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird, 82 yards. And the Patriots have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He was looking for Edelman there.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Back. Wait! Tight right. Hey, empty. Check. 80 weapon. Check. List 5-7. Hey, echo.
Wentz now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Patrick Chung.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Check. Watch 54. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And it's Michel once again. Finding room at the 30. They find some open field here. And down to the 28-yard line. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 54 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 52. Mike 52. I got you. I got you. Shut up.
On 2nd and 12, Hunley. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. No. Check that. Check that. One more. 2 right here. Mike 52. Come on. You better bring it. Back 2 is the Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
We got this.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Lady!
Switch.
Wait,
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll pitch it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 1st down sack, 2nd down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking for more there on on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The pass complete. It's Bird. A big play there for New England. 41 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Henley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now back to throw. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go, defense. Let's go. Here we go.
2nd and 13. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Already ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
He's checking. Crash. 357.
Wentz now to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Great 15. Bang.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
He may try and run for this. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check 52. Check 52's the mark. I got it.
They'll set up to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. On 3rd down, a run from White. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Hundley. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Hundley. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that will shave one more off this lead. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
5-9, 5-9. Slam. Sunday.
Wentz to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
He's back to throw. this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mark 38! Mark 38! Mark 38! Army! It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 38 to Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll find Hall. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
3 down.
Wentz to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big...
And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Horrible.
Gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Touchdown, LA! Robert Woods, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Horrible. Check 37. Check 37. DC. Watch the shit.
After the interception, here's Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion. We're just shy of the marker. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right. Come on now.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the red zone now, Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Seahawks take over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Gun. Right there. 54 Mike. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on second down. Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Seahawks first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. This complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Goff on 1st down. And that one's complete to Gurley. And some room to work. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Goff now to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Out of the gun, Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10, Goff again. He gets it to Cooks. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Goff on 1st down. That'll be caught by Kupp. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now it's Goff. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, but it'll be 2nd and goal. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, 35 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half,
Tyler Lockett, he's at the 40, the 20. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your...
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams. The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The Florida Atlantic man Greg Joseph ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
First down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Let's go. 60 or. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Ready?
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Derrick Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guy, and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. First carry for Nick Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run again on first down, Chubb. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guy trying to block him. He gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
64,
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
180. Check, check, 154. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Hurry, hurry.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Henry.
Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, high 7, you're out. Hot. Get it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Landry again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Third and long for Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Henry running right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Running from the gun with Henry. Refusing to go down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. 2nd and 5 now. Tannehill. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Play action. It's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry!
Mayfield looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. As his guy thought it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. The tackle made by T.J. Carey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come get some. He don't want it. Check, go.
They snap it to Tannehill. And no, it's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Set. 180. Check.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A toss play to Chubb. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
180. Let's go, baby.
First down, Browns.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. 180. 54 miles. We go. Regular. 10. Hurry. Reset.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They run for it with Hunt. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Got it. 58. Mike. You can't block me.
Tannehill now to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
They'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Nashville, good night, everybody.